Let's talk Jordan Love and this Packers offense. The bind that Matt LaFleur is going to try to put these mediocre Eagles linebackers in. I guess let's start with Love. What impresses you about Jordan Love?
Going back and just watching, obviously I watched him from afar last year and studied them a little bit in crossover film, but didn't do a deep dive into like the full final stretch run, the second half, and the playoffs from Love and the Packers offense. Going back and watching it a week ago, he's awesome. He's really, really good. Now he's got to carry that over. It's a small sample, all that. So put that off to the side. You're talking about a big armed passer who can make every throw in the playbook. Athletic. He's really hard to sack. His pressure to sack ratio is one of the best in the league. And on film, you see it. The Houdini-like plays he's able to make in the backfield are really, really impressive. There are times where you can force him into some bad decisions. And so we saw that obviously late in the playoff game that led in the loss. But overall, I think that's the 1 weak spot. This is a guy that when he does break the pocket, he can make those second reaction throws, but he clearly trusts this scheme and makes some really impressive anticipation throws outside the numbers and between the numbers. So he's a big game hunter. He's going to look for some of those big plays down the field. They spread the ball around, so it's not like you can just lock in on one guy. The run game has been really, really good. The play action game is excellent, and it's not just like underneath stuff. It's not just deep stuff. They attack all three levels. They are very, very balanced. And Vic Fangio kind of squeezed that in, correcting somebody in the press conference the other day. He's like, first and second down, they are extremely balanced with run game, pass game, play action. The Eagles, that's one of the big keys to this game. And this is like a throwback defensive coordinator thing. Like, they have to stop the run in this game. Because if Josh Jacobs gets rolling and they're constantly ahead of the sticks, the Eagles, not just like their linebackers, but that defense is going to be in for a hell of a day because they do a really good job at keeping you off balance with the way that they call plays.
And I think one of the fun things about this matchup is, we talked about they spread the ball out among these wide receivers. They've got 4 wide receivers who are all dangerous in their own ways. We have spent so much time talking about the improved secondary, how deep they appear to be in the secondary. Well, this is a prove-it game for them on that front just from week 1.
And Slay said after the last time these two teams played, remember Christian Watson had that long catch and run. It was like for half. He said on his podcast afterwards, like I was just out there holding that guy, like because he's just. They have dangerous skill sets.
Remember there was the Reed Blankenship game. He picks off Aaron Rodgers, but then there's that play, and he made Reed Blankenship look so slow.
Yeah. The Blaine Bishop style play. I think when you're looking at this offense, to me, it's one of the more fun offenses, more fun schemes to watch in the NFL. And so it's going to come down to, can you limit explosives in the pass game? Can you stop the run? And then are you able to pressure him into some mistakes? I think that's going to be one of the big ones. And that's one of the things Fangio has always been really good at over the course of his career. And that's where those sim pressures come into play. Can you confuse Jordan Love? He's not a seasoned veteran at this point in terms of game reps. He's been in the league for a few years, but only 1 year as a starter. Are you able to fool him on a couple of drives to get you some extra possessions and try and put points on the board?
So fair to say that this is a game weighted towards the offense on both sides?
I think this is a high-scoring game. Now, some sloppiness, week 1 stuff,
sure.
you include all that, but to me, this feels like a game where both offenses are going to be able to score.
We all silly like the mayor.